Let me start with a question that most men over 60 have asked themselves, though rarely out loud. Why don't I wake up firm anymore? That simple morning signal, once so automatic, now feels like a distant memory. Maybe it still happens now and then, but not like it used to. For many men, it's the first quiet sign that something's changed. And it can stir up all kinds of emotions, confusion, embarrassment, even a sense of loss. But what if I told you there are 3 specific points on the body, yes, on your manhood itself, that when gently pressed, can help you naturally wake up firmer, more energized, and more confident in the morning? I know that might sound surprising, maybe even a little strange. But today's story isn't just theory, it's real. It's about a patient of mine, Gerald, who came to me at 71 years old. Tall, proud man, former mechanic, quiet but sharp. He looked me in the eye and said, "Dr. Jansen, I'm not expecting to feel 20 again, but I'd like to at least feel something again. I miss waking up and knowing my body still works." That moment stuck with me, because what Gerald was describing wasn't just about physical performance. It was about reassurance, about waking up and still feeling vital, still feeling like a man. If we haven't met yet, my name is Dr. Robert Jansen. I'm a men's health specialist, and I've spent over 30 years helping men over 60 restore their confidence, energy, and intimacy, naturally. No shame, no judgment, just honest answers and practical tools that help you feel good in your skin again. Now, before we go any further, if this message already speaks to you, if you've ever felt like Gerald, if this topic matters to you or someone you love, please take a moment to click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. And in the comments, just write, yes, if this resonates, or no, if you haven't noticed changes yet. I read all the comments myself, and they help me guide future videos just for you. Alright, let's talk about the 3 pressure points. You see, in traditional medicine, especially in Eastern traditions like acupressure, there are mapped points on the body that correspond to circulation, nerve activity, and energy flow. Over time, I've adapted some of these practices into my clinical work. I don't rely on folklore, I use what works. And when it comes to circulation and arousal, the male body responds better than most people think, when you stimulate it the right way. So when Gerald asked me for something he could do daily, something that didn't require pills or embarrassment, I taught him this. A 1-minute technique using just 3 key points that stimulate blood flow, awaken nerve endings, and activate the pelvic region. But first, let's take a step back. You see, waking up hard isn't just about testosterone. That's part of it, yes. But the real foundation is blood flow and nerve sensitivity. As we age, tiny vessels lose elasticity, nerve signals slow down, and the brain's communication with the lower body weakens. That's why stimulation, physical, tactile, intentional stimulation, can reignite those pathways. Gerald wasn't skeptical, he was curious. That's what I loved about him. So we started small. I showed him the 3-point routine, where to press, how long, and when. And most importantly, I reminded him, this isn't a magic trick. It's a message to your body. A daily reminder. Hey, don't forget what you're capable of. Now, I'll be walking you through the exact steps in part 2. But for now, I want you to understand the why. Because when you press these points, you're doing 3 key things. First, you're activating nerve endings that help release nitric oxide, the compound your body uses to widen blood vessels and allow blood to rush in. Second, you're improving the brain to groin connection. That's crucial. Many older men still have desire, but the signals get fuzzy. This practice clears the static. And third, you're retraining your body's natural response, without needing outside stimulation. That means more spontaneous firmness, especially in the morning when testosterone is naturally highest. That's why this works best right before bed or first thing in the morning. Just 1 minute, quiet, focused, no pressure, no performance, just connection. Gerald started doing the routine each night after brushing his teeth. His wife didn't even know at first. It was his private ritual, his commitment to himself. After about 10 days, he came back with a look I'll never forget. Not cocky, not boastful, just content. He said, "Doc, I woke up this morning and felt like I was 45 again. I didn't do anything different, except those 3 points. Now, results vary, of course. But that smile? That quiet pride? That's what this is about. Not showing off, not impressing anyone, just feeling like you again. So if this topic has stirred something in you, I want to invite you to stick with me. This is a safe space. I'll guide you through the exact technique in the next part, and you can try it for yourself in the privacy of your own home. No risk, no judgment, just one more tool to help you feel better, stronger, and more in control. And if you found value in this, please hit that like button right now. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and comment, yes, if you're open to trying this, or even just say, trying it, if you're ready to take action. I see your comments, I respond, and I build future videos around your real needs. Remember, aging doesn't take away your ability. It just asks you to approach your body with more attention and care. And when you do, amazing things can happen. I'll see you in the next part, where I'll walk you through the full method. But for now, just know this: you're not broken. You're not past your prime. And you're definitely not alone. Let's keep going, together. Now, if you watched part 1, then you already understand the why. You know this isn't about gimmicks, and it's not some kind of secret magic. This is about using your own body's natural systems to restore what time may have slowed down. And as I promised, today I'm going to walk you step by step through the actual routine I taught Gerald. The exact 1-minute method that helped him start waking up firm again, naturally. Let me remind you, this is something you do in private. It's gentle, respectful, and meant to reconnect your brain, your nerves, and your blood flow in a way that actually works. No pills, no devices, just you, your hands, and a little focused attention. Let's get right into it. The 3 points I'm about to show you are part of what we call a neurovascular stimulation map. That's just a fancy term meaning we're waking up specific nerves and vessels that are tied to arousal and firmness. These points are small, but powerful. They sit directly on or around your manhood, and when stimulated gently but intentionally, they tell your body, let's move blood. Let's activate. Let's wake up. Start by standing or sitting comfortably in a private, relaxed setting. Most men prefer doing this either right after a shower or just before bed. Warm hands are important. You don't want to shock the body with cold fingers. You want to invite response, not force it. Now, the first point is located right at the base of the shaft, on either side, just where the shaft meets the body. These are where your penile crura attach deep inside. Lightly press both sides with your thumbs. Not poking, not pinching, just a slow, firm press. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds, breathing calmly. As you do this, focus your mind on the sensation, not for stimulation, but for awareness. You're sending a signal through nerves and into the vascular system, reminding it to stay alive and responsive. The second point is just beneath the head of the penis, on the underside. This area houses the dorsal nerve, which plays a critical role in transmitting sensation. Using your index finger and thumb, gently squeeze the area, not hard, just enough to feel the pressure, and hold again for 10 seconds. This increases nerve sensitivity and enhances the connection between your brain and your most vital region. Finally, the third point is one many men overlook. It's located in the perineum, the space between the scrotum and the anus. This area is rich in pelvic floor muscles and vital nerve endings. Use 2 fingers to apply a gentle upward pressure here. Hold for another 10 to 15 seconds. This activates the bulbocavernosus and ischiocavernosus muscles, 2 critical muscles involved in maintaining erection strength. And that's it. 3 points. 3 gentle holds. 1 minute total. I told Gerald from the beginning, this isn't about turning you into a machine overnight. It's about lighting the pilot light again. And that's exactly what happened. After about a week, he started noticing spontaneous movement again in the morning. A signal that his system was reawakening. Now, a few quick tips. Do this at the same time each day, preferably when you're calm and unhurried. Make it a routine, just like brushing your teeth. No pressure, no expectations. Just consistency. This is not about performance, it's about preparation. It's not meant to arouse, but to activate. And please remember, this should never hurt. If you feel discomfort, back off. This is meant to support circulation, not cause tension. Think of it like stretching, subtle, gentle, and restorative. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, Doc, this all sounds interesting, but is there any real science behind it? I hear you. Yes, there is. Studies on tactile nerve activation, acupressure, and pelvic muscle engagement all show improvements in blood flow, sensitivity, and erectile function. But more importantly, I've seen it firsthand, in patient after patient. Men like Gerald, men like Paul, a 68-year-old widower who said he felt shut down for years. When he started the routine, not only did his morning responses come back, but so did his confidence. He started dating again, not because of a magic pill, but because he finally felt his body was still his ally. And friend, yours is too. I want you to believe that. Your body is not broken, it's just been waiting for the right message. This technique is one way to send that message. If you're finding this helpful, please don't forget, tap that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and tap the bell so you're notified when we post more videos like this. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Just write, yes, if you're going to try this. Or let me know if you've already started and what you're noticing. I read those comments every evening. They help me know what to teach next, and who needs encouragement. And one more thing, don't feel silly doing this. You're not too old, you're not past your window. If anything, now is the perfect time to tune in and treat your body like it still matters. Because it does. Every man deserves to feel proud of his body. Not because it looks like it did at 30, but because it responds, because it functions. That's the real goal. And I promise you, with a little consistency, this small practice can yield very real results. When Gerald started, he was quietly hoping for a sign that things weren't over. Today, he's proof that it's never too late to reconnect, to reignite, and to start your mornings with pride again. Let's keep going. You're just getting started. If you've been following along and started the 3-point pressure routine, then I want to congratulate you. You've already taken a powerful step, one that most men never do. And if you're starting to feel a little more sensitivity, a little more warmth or energy in the mornings, don't be surprised. That means the system is waking back up. It means your body's listening. But today, I want to show you how to amplify those results. Because while the pressure technique helps activate the nerves and circulation, there are a few simple but essential daily habits that can significantly boost how effective it is. I call them circulation multipliers, and I teach these to almost every man who walks into my clinic struggling with firmness, sensitivity, or confidence in the bedroom. Now, let me take you back to Gerald, my patient from earlier. You remember, 71 years old, former mechanic, soft-spoken but sharp as a tack. After about 2 weeks of doing the 3-point routine, Gerald came back into my office with that same quiet grin. "Doc," he said, "not only am I waking up firm again, but I feel younger. Like my system's not dragging anymore." I smiled and nodded, then asked him if he was ready to go a little deeper. Because as good as the routine was working, I knew we could get even better results by looking at 3 hidden areas that most men ignore: pelvic health, walking, and oxygen. Let's start with the pelvic floor. Most men never think about these muscles, but they are the unsung heroes of sexual performance. These are the same muscles that help you stop urine midstream. They wrap around the base of your manhood and are responsible for both getting and keeping an erection. When those muscles weaken with age, as they often do, you start to lose power, stamina, and control. That's why I taught Gerald a simple exercise called the reverse pull. It's like a Kegel, but for men. Imagine you're pulling your testicles upward, gently tightening the muscle you'd use to hold back gas. Hold for 5 seconds, then release. Do this 10 times, twice a day. It doesn't take more than 2 minutes, and you can do it while sitting, watching TV, even lying in bed. After 2 weeks of adding this in, Gerald told me he was waking up hard and staying hard longer. That's not coincidence. That's muscle memory coming back. Now, the second multiplier is walking. I know it sounds simple, but walking isn't just good for your heart. It's one of the best things you can do for groin circulation. When you walk, you're pumping blood through the hips, thighs, and pelvic region. It wakes up your lower body and flushes out inflammation that can restrict blood flow. I asked Gerald to add just 15 minutes of brisk walking in the morning, before breakfast. That one change made him feel more energized, less stiff, and more connected to his body throughout the day. And here's where it gets really interesting. When he combined the walking with the pressure routine and the pelvic floor work, the benefits multiplied. His mood improved, his wife started noticing, and the morning signals became more consistent. some mornings even stronger than he'd had in his 50s. Finally, let's talk about the one thing that gets overlooked the most: oxygen. Your body cannot perform, at any level, if it's starved for oxygen. Deep breathing improves circulation, reduces stress, and signals your body that it's safe to turn back on. Most older men breathe too shallowly. That means less oxygen for your brain, your heart, and yes, your manhood. So I taught Gerald the 4-7-8 technique. Inhale deeply through the nose for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale through the mouth for 8. Do this 5 times before bed. It relaxes your blood vessels, resets your nervous system, and sets the stage for deeper sleep and better testosterone recovery overnight. That's when you produce most of your testosterone, by the way, during deep sleep. Within a week, Gerald was sleeping better, feeling more rested, and waking up firm without even thinking about it. It became his new normal. And you could see the change in him. Shoulders back, eyes brighter, a little extra pep in his step. He even said his memory was sharper. And here's the kicker: he hadn't taken a single pill. That's the message I want to give you today. You don't need to force your body. You just need to support it. With the right habits, tiny, doable habits, you can reactivate what time and stress have dulled. Now, if you found this helpful, I'd love for you to tap that like button right now. Subscribe if you haven't already. And leave a yes in the comments if you're doing the exercises. Or a trying this if you're ready to start. I read every comment, and your feedback is what keeps this channel going strong. And friend, I want to tell you something you might not have heard in a while. You are not behind. You are not too late. And you are absolutely not past your prime. You still have time to feel good, to feel strong, and to feel connected, in your body, in your relationships, and in your confidence. Gerald didn't get lucky. He got consistent. He tried. He trusted. And he gave his body a chance to show up for him again. And you can, too. So here's your action plan. Keep practicing the 3 pressure points daily. Add in the pelvic floor, pulls. Take a short walk every morning. And give your body oxygen, real, deep, calming breaths. These are the things that bring circulation back. These are the things that make you wake up hard without needing anyone else's permission. Let's keep going, because in part 4, we'll bring it all home. How to make this a lasting lifestyle, and how to keep the momentum strong so your results don't fade. You're not broken, you're just getting reconnected, and I'm honored to help you do it. Here we are, the final stretch. And if you've stayed with me through all 4 parts, I want to take a moment to acknowledge you. You've taken time for yourself. You've opened your mind to new possibilities, and if you've been practicing the techniques, those 3 simple points, the pelvic exercises, the walking, the breathing, then you're already building something powerful. You're not just chasing a better morning, you're reclaiming your strength. Today, we're going to bring it all together. Because everything we've covered, the pressure points, the habits, the mindset, it's not a short-term trick. It's the beginning of a new way of relating to your body. And what makes it stick isn't perfection. It's rhythm. It's the choice to show up daily, even for just a minute, and say, I'm not done. I still matter. Let's go back to Gerald one last time. When he first came to me, he wasn't looking for a miracle. He just wanted to feel like himself again. That quiet sense of power. That feeling that, even in his 70s, his body still worked for him, not against him. And over the course of a few months, that's exactly what happened. His wife began to notice it too. Not just the physical changes, but the energy. The confidence. She said, he doesn't just look taller, he feels taller. And you know what? That's what happens when a man reconnects with himself. When you feel good in your body again, everything around you gets better, your relationships, your mood, even your posture. But here's the key. Gerald didn't do anything complicated. He didn't overhaul his entire life. He just committed to a simple, daily routine, and he stuck with it. And that's what I want for you. You see, too many men give up because they expect instant results. They try something once or twice, don't feel a big change, and throw in the towel. But real change, lasting change, comes from consistency. And more than that, it comes from belief. So let me ask you, what if you believed again? What if you believed that your body still wants to work for you? That your nerves can wake back up, your blood can flow strong, your mornings can start with pride again? Because it's true, you don't need to be 25 to be potent. You just need to treat your body like it still matters. When you press those points each day, when you move a little, breathe deeper, hydrate more, and sleep like you're recharging for battle, you're telling your body, we're still in the game. And believe me, your body hears that. Now I want to share something a little more personal. I've been practicing medicine for over 30 years. I've sat with thousands of men who felt embarrassed, ashamed, even angry about the changes happening in their bodies. And I've told every one of them what I'm telling you now. Aging isn't the enemy. Disconnection is. When you stop checking in with your body, when you stop taking care of it, when you stop believing it can recover, that's when decline sets in. But when you re-engage, even gently, you'll be amazed at what comes back. Because the body remembers. It remembers how to wake up hard. It remembers how to respond with just a touch. It remembers how to make you feel like a man again. But only if you give it a reason to. So here's your invitation. Don't stop now. Make this a part of your day. It only takes a minute or two. Press the points. Do the pelvic floor exercises. Take your walks. Breathe. Hydrate. Sleep. Let this be your rhythm. Let it become a promise you make to yourself every single morning. Because the truth is, your best mornings might still be ahead of you. Now, if this video has helped you, if this journey has opened your eyes or given you hope, please, click the like button right now. Subscribe if you haven't already. Tap the bell so you don't miss the future videos I'm creating just for men like you. And in the comments, just write, still going, or, committed, if you're sticking with the routine. I read every single one, and your messages are what fuel this channel. And more importantly, share this video with a friend, a brother, someone who's quietly wondering if it's too late, someone who needs to know that it's not. This is how we support each other. One honest conversation at a time. Let me leave you with this. Waking up hard in the morning isn't just about sex. It's about vitality. It's a signal that your body is alive and responding. And with just a few small daily practices, you can get that signal back. You're not past your prime. You're not broken. You're not too late. You're a man who still has time, and still has strength. And I'm honored to be walking this path with you. I'm Dr. Robert Jansen. Thank you for trusting me with your time, your story, and your health. Stay strong, stay committed, and I'll see you in the next video.